Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, worms and germs, and welcome to Cinemastrophe'S Cocktail Hour. I'm your host, Tahit LaRocco, aka The Doctor, aka Don Perignon, aka Fish, aka Logan, aka a bunch of other names I went through over the years. With me is my co-host, the woman who has more excuses than the Colonel has chicken, Miss Robin Dubois.
You sound like my boyfriend. I was just getting a lecture with the excuses I give. Like, listen, life is life. And I've had 2 mimosas already, so.
What? I didn't hear any of that.
I've had 2 mimosas already.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm relaxed and chill and sleepy.
Right.
And it's a Tuesday. It's a great time to have mimosas. But yeah, hey, how's it going? How's your week been treating you? Oh, did you get to do your rib experiment?
The what experiment?
Working on the ribs. How was it?
Oh, the ribs. Yeah, I didn't like the way they came out.
Oh, you see, it's a good thing you tested it out.
Yeah, I didn't like the way they came out. I couldn't regulate the temperature on the grill, so it kept going from 300 to 500. I had it on there for like 3 hours too, but the temperature kept changing. So I had to try and do it a different way.
Got it. Trial and error.
So yeah, did you hear Paul Mooney died?
Yeah. Yeah, a few days ago. It's like not even a week yet. I didn't even get to see the cause of his death.
And Charles Gordon died.
Who's Charles Gordon?
He was the dad in Beethoven.
So grab your family.
Going in.
You're in for a surprise.
It's not even Saturday night. Miles, you're driving me crazy.
George? Who are you talking to?
Charles Grodin. Beethoven.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, he died the day before Paul Mooney died.
Mooney.
Yeah, he died the day before. He's 86. He died from bone marrow cancer.
Oh, I just looked. Paul Mooney died of a heart attack.
Paul Mooney, yeah. Then the next day, Paul Mooney died of a heart attack. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Paul Mooney was this very controversial black comedian. Like, very, very controversial. That was the first time I heard of him. He was when he started writing for the Chappelle Show. That was the first time I heard of Paul Mooney. And then I went and looked at his old stuff. Yeah.
Chappelle Show.
You think some of the stuff you hear today is controversial? Man, I should have heard Paul Mooney back in the day.
And I want to thank, on behalf of Black America, because I'm a black person, I want to thank white America. Thank you. Thank you, white America, for making us tough. Because we'll get through this terrorist stuff. White folks made us tough, because they've been terrorizing us for 500 years. Sicking dogs, putting water holes, lynching us. We used to terrorists. This ain't no big deal to us. I'm worried about white folks. I'm worried about my white friends. They ain't gonna make it through this. They're not used to this. I've lost 2 or 3 white friends. They've cracked up. They took them to the crazy house. They can't handle this. They asked me for my ID at least 5 times, dude. What the hell do they want from me? They can't handle this profiling. I'm opening up the school, how to be a nigga in America and survive.
And then Charles Gordon is most, like I said, known for Beethoven. The movie Beethoven was the father. My cousin always remembers him from the movie Clifford with Martin Short. He played the uncle. Martin Short was torturing him the whole movie.
I've never seen it. No,
You never seen Clifford?
No.
And you tell Sarah that you and I are the best of friends.
And we are, aren't we?
Shut up. But if you even look at me funny, if you do one thing that I find weird, which is, like your middle name, see, you're doing it right now. Can you just act like a human boy for 1 minute here? Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy.
Yeah, Clifford's a good movie. You should check that out. But yeah, those 2 died this week. What else did I read in the news? Oh, J.J. Abrams will not be directing the reboot to Superman. He's just going to be producing it.
I thought we're not using that term reboot because it's like a whole different. It's like Earth 2 Superman, right?
Well, it's a reboot now. Now it's a reboot because there's no Snyderverse.
Mm.
If the Snyderverse was still existed, then no, it wouldn't be a reboot. But there's no Snyderverse, so yeah. At this point, they're rebooting the whole universe again.
They're just a mess.
Like, it's not like we're gonna have movies from the Snyderverse and this universe. It's just a whole new universe. So that's basically a reboot. See, both universes have to still exist. One is gone. Well, that's the end of that. That's when you get a reboot. And I read that Henry Cavill maybe ended up doing the Highlander.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. Here we belong.
I used to love the Highlander series.
But it's not a movie that needs to be redone.
No, it's
It
not.
just needs to stay. There are certain movies that should not be remade. It shouldn't be rebooted. It shouldn't be remade. It shouldn't even be continued. Highlander is one of those. After the second one, the continuations got stupid. The series is pretty good.
Yeah, the series is pretty good. Yeah.
But even then, after a while, that got stupid too. They ran out of ideas. And for the time it was made, it was fine. But trying to reboot it, it's like trying to reboot Total Recall. You saw how that worked out.
I didn't even bother to watch that.
Yeah, certain things do not need to be rebooted, does not need to be remade. Just leave it alone. Highlander's one of those. Just leave those alone. This is gonna suck. Bad. But you can't capture that magic.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. A kind of magic.
That's why the Terminator movies aren't that good anymore. Because we've learned so much that we can't believe those movies anymore. Back then we didn't know as much, so it didn't seem so far-fetched for those things to be possible. But you can't do that in this day and age, so rebooting it is just going to make it worse than the original. At least if you look at the originals now, you can get in the mind frame of when it was made because of how it looks. But it's going to look all brand new, and then none of it's going to make sense. It's going to be all fancy, and it's going to be like the most far-fetched thing you can possibly think. Where did they hide those swords?
Ooh, in an empty pocket space.
Things like that. It's too far-fetched now. So that's going to suck. He really should just turn that roll down.
Did you see the trailer to Eternals? Marvel's
Nope.
Eternals?
I told you don't watch trailers.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
I didn't watch it yet either. But the pictures I've seen looks pretty cool.
I'll look at pictures, but I'm not watching trailers. Told you, the best part of the movie is always in the trailer. So no, I don't watch trailers anymore.
Yeah, they do give away too much now, especially they're trying to get people back to the movie theaters. Yeah, the pictures I've seen, it looks pretty cool. And then A Quiet Place 2 comes out in movie theaters this weekend too.
I'll watch that be on HBO Plus or something as well.
Movie theaters, I went to go see Demon Slayer. It's not bad, like literally rows away from
Oh no,
people.
I didn't say that. I said watch that be on streaming as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What's
I
the
don't
name
know.
was supposed to be only in theaters? Those Who Wish Me Dead. That originally was supposed to be only in theaters. And then like a week, not even a week, maybe like 5 days before it came out, they decided they're going to put on what's the name? On, what did we watch it on? Hulu?
Oh yeah, yeah, we did watch it on Hulu, but I
Yeah.
just looked it up. A Quiet Place 2 isn't going to stream on HBO Max.
Doesn't mean it's not going to stream. And like I said, 5 days before it came out in the theater, they decided to stream, what's the name on Hulu? Those Who Wish Me Dead. So we'll see. It probably is going to end up on a streaming network.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go see it because T-Mobile is giving like $4 movie tickets for it. So I'm gonna try to see it this weekend.
Good luck.
Yeah, I love seeing that movie in movie theaters. That was like the first time ever being in an actual quiet movie theater. I remember when someone opened a bag of chips. Shh.
good luck. That movie was boring.
I saw it twice in theaters. I enjoyed it.
I fell asleep twice at the same
It was
goddamn part. It's too boring. Did I finish it? I think eventually I did finish it. I was going to review that movie because, my God, that movie. Oh, God, that movie was terrible. I'm sorry, that movie was awful. Yeah, I'm remembering. That movie was not good. The concept was good. Execution was not. I fell asleep. I fell asleep on that thing twice. I think the first time I fell asleep on the plane to Vegas, I was trying to watch that thing. I had to try 3 times. I had to try 3 times to finish that movie. I'm like, good luck. I'm glad I didn't go see that. Glad I didn't go see that in theaters. I'd have wasted my money. I'd have paid $20 to take a nap.
I went to that theater. I don't know if it's even still open. That theater in Long Island where they bring you your food and your drinks. You could buy alcoholic beverages there. Usually I sneak in my stuff anyway, but it was nice to have like a cocktail drink brought out to me.
I started watching Hero Mask.
What's that?
It's a Netflix anime. It has 2 seasons up there. I've just finished the first season. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's it's a crime drama. Like, what the hell's the name of that genre? It's crime drama. With a little bit of sci-fi element to it. It's actually pretty good. And then I was watching also Be the Beginning.
Oh, I wanted to watch that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's nothing amazing. It does keep you watching, though. That's like another crime drama, but it has fantasy in it instead of science fiction.
I've been so indulged in fairy tale.
Oh.
To think didn't think I would like fairy tale very much, but I freaking love it.
What episode are you up to?
I am up to the episode where they came down from that alternate universe where there's no magic, and Lisa was actually still alive in that universe. The real Lisa was there.
Oh, you just finished that, Ellis?
Yeah, so
okay.
Now I'm up to the saga where they're versing each other to be the next S wizard.
Yeah, it gets even better. Tournaments are still my favorite thing, though. Tournaments are still my favorite thing.
I'm like, wow, this is really good. So I took a cool down, and then I was watching Fruits in the Basket. I actually like the reboot more than I like the original Fruits in the Basket.
What is
Fruits
that about?
Basket.
I've seen thumbnails for it, but I never watched it. What is that about?
It's pretty much about a secret society family called the Somas, and within their family society, Zodiac members are born. 12 Zodiac members are born. The opposite sex, if they hug them, they turn into their Zodiac animal. So that's why it's like an internal family secret. And a girl living in the forest, she ends up living with them and discovers their family secrets and has to keep their family secrets.
Nah, doesn't sound like it's for me.
Nah, it's like one of those little romance comedies, drama.
Doesn't sound like anything I want to watch.
No, definitely not. I like my little sweet stuff here and there between my action dramas.
Did you hear about that woman who fell off the building?
No. What the heck? How'd she fall off the building?
Stupid people doing stupid shit.
What was she doing?
They had a house party. They had a roof party. For some dumb reason, she decides to climb from one building to the other and falls to her death.
That's on her. No sympathy, no pity for her.
That happened on Saturday. I was like, what? They didn't say what made her want to do this. But I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you trying to climb from building to building?
I don't know.
For no reason. No reason. I could see if someone went crazy at the party and started killing people. Just randomly decided to climb from one building to another.
Yeah, no. I don't know if she thought she was Spider-Man, but no.
I read that. I was like, are you kidding me? And then the article went on about how it's the landlord's fault and all this other stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
It's like people really doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Stupid people really do stupid shit.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
I've been to roof parties. I've never ever been so drunk that I go anywhere near the edge, let alone try to climb over to another building. I'm sorry, no. I try to stay in the middle when I start drinking.
Yeah, she must have been on something else.
I don't know. All I know is she fell.
Damn. No sympathy.
Man, that's just mean. That's mean, man.
You still watch Young Rock?
I'm a few episodes behind. I think probably like 2 weeks behind.
I gave up.
Like, it's a cutesy show. I think the last episode I seen was Rosario Dawson was his running mate.
I think I got one or two episodes past that. I think I was on the third episode with his running mate, Rosario Dawson. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm done with this. And I just forgot all about it.
Like, yeah, I usually watch that and Blackish back to back on Hulu. And I heard Blackish is ending now. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Nope.
It was a good comedy. Yeah, I like Blackish.
You can have that too. I don't
It's
watch
taking
that. I don't watch
back.
Fresh Off the Boat.
I watched a few episodes of that. It was good, but I didn't continue.
I'm good on stereotype shows. Not my thing.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Did you check on that the Ohio thing?
Which Ohio thing? Oh, the lottery to see?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say that for the news report, but I'll share now.
Oh, you did check it out. Okay, yeah, check out.
When I was looking it up, other states are now doing lotteries also.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
You know what?
All right,
Let's just dive into it for that. I'll give you that little news article update now.
Other state, well, that's not really that important, but other states are starting to do it. So we're gonna have to keep up and see who. So okay, what is the states and what is their lottery percentage so far? So what was just? Hold on, let me get a pen. What was Ohio's just last week?
Ohio was $1 million for 5 people.
No, not that. What was the lottery ticket buying?
What do you?
The lottery ticket buy.
They weren't buying lotteries. It was just to get a vaccine.
I mean, I'm sorry, vaccine. What was the vaccine? The vaccine,
okay,
the shot. Yeah, the shot numbers. That's what I wanted to see. I forgot. That's not.
I'm like lottery ticket.
No, the shot numbers. Because last time, let's see, Ohio was like 30%, was it?
They were more than 40%. Yeah, I have to search it to see. They're calling it a Vax-A-Million. I know it increased to 28%. More than 28% more people got the vaccine for the lottery in Ohio. Okay, so in Ohio, it's 39.3% of the population fully vaccinated.
What was it? Do you remember what it was last time?
No, I don't.
39.3.
Yeah.
What's the other states that are doing this? What are their numbers right now?
New York now is doing it.
What?
Yeah. The population of New York fully vaccinated, 45.4.
5.4. I haven't got my vaccination yet either. I was going to do that next week. Look at that.
And then let me see the other state doing it.
So how do you get this lottery ticket?
You have to, that's the thing, you can't get your vaccine for New York, you can't get your vaccine on the weekend. You have to go Monday through Friday.
Okay.
So if anyone does it on Saturday, I get to be included. No, you have to do it within the designated time period. And Maryland is also doing it now. Let's see for the New York requirement.
Oh, what's Maryland's numbers?
39.3%.
Hold on a second. What did you say Ohio was?
It said 39.3% of the population is fully vaccinated. This report
that's not
was last
what you said last week.
Huh, that's funny. I got that report from CNN. 42% of their total population vaccinated.
Sir, our shields are dropping.
Raise them.
I can't!
Where's the override? The override!
Wow. And I got that from
Somebody's
a
full of
scene.
shit.
That's crazy. And then this time I Googled the percent of the population.
Somebody's full of shit.
Wow, I didn't even think to compare the numbers. That was smart for you to go back and see.
No, several geniuses. A gaggle, a swarm, a flock of freaking frogs.
How did those numbers go down? I don't know about this one, folks.
That's true.
Somebody's fudging numbers. I don't know who, but somebody's fudging numbers.
Ooh, I should have looked last week what New York numbers were. Because I could have sworn New York numbers were higher than 45.4%.
I don't know.
I'm going to take a screenshot of these numbers now.
I wrote them down. It was just New York, Ohio, and Maryland, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to check next week. See where the numbers are. Right. Somebody's full of shit. I know that. Oh.
Good observation.
I said, what were those numbers last week? Oh, that's going to be fun to look at. What else did we have to update from last week?
What else was there?
Oh, yeah, that moon thing. That was last week, this weekend, right?
The supermoon, right? Well, I literally just pulled up that article.
Anything new happened about it? I believe it was this weekend.
No, May 26th.
Okay, so next week maybe we'll have some updates on that one. I thought it was this weekend. Okay, yeah, that's tomorrow.
You were close.
Oh, that one. I want to hear. Oh my God, I want to hear articles of people fighting on it. Like one flight was they had to land early because a couple were fighting, and it made everybody uncomfortable, so they just landed the plane. Some weird shit like that is what I want to hear.
Whoa, what a dick.
That's all the stuff I have to talk about. I didn't get a chance to look up much this weekend. Ended up going by a friend's house, smoked some weed, drank I drank a whole bottle of wine. So the next day I had a wine headache. And no matter how much wine I drink, I always get a headache. And I don't remember what I did on Saturday. Pretty sure I was waiting for you.
Probably, yeah.
I know I watched a movie on Saturday.
I got out of work late.
I watched a movie on Saturday because I was watching something else. I was actually watching The Woman in the Window.
Ooh, what's that about?
It's basically a remake of Rear Window.
What the heck is that?
Alfred Hitchcock, Rear Window.
Nope, never seen it.
You've never seen Rear Window?
Nope.
Wow. Gary Cooper. Was it Gary Cooper? James Stewart.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Oh my God. It's a mystery from 1954 by Alfred Hitchcock. When he breaks James Stewart plays a guy who breaks his name was Jeff, I think it was. He breaks his leg, so he's stuck sitting in his house, so he starts spying on his neighbors because there's nothing else to do.
Wait, didn't the Shia LaBeouf movie kind of redo that?
I don't know. Anyway.
Disturbia.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Wow, I didn't know that was based on that. All those movies
Shia
that,
LaBeouf,
someone watched.
Shia LaBeouf does not exist to me.
Why not?
Transformers, enough said. Anyway.
Remember, he was over Transformers. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Transformers, enough said. Anyway. So he has nothing better to do but to watch his neighbors, and he ends up witnessing a murder. So now he's trying to convince people that this guy across the street murdered his wife, but nobody believes him. That's the whole basis of the movie, because he can't go anywhere. He has a broken leg.
Wow. I was just watching the episode of Family Guy today remember when Brian broke his leg? He was watching the principal murder his wife from across the street.
That was from Rear Window.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I did not know that. I always see that reference to something. And although you may not mention that Shia LaBeouf movie, he was home, I think he had an injury or something, and he watched his neighbor murder his wife, and no one believed him.
Who the hell cares?
Yes, that was Rear Window. Yeah. Rear Window. Yeah, that's an Alfred Hitchcock classic. As far as you don't know that. How do you not know? Do you at least know have you at least seen The Birds?
I have not seen The Birds, but I know of The Birds.
Why are you on this show? I mean, I'll get this on classes I haven't seen, but my God.
The Birds I know. Wow, and it's so funny. I've never seen that one, but I've always seen like references to it.
Did you see Vertigo? Psycho?
Vertigo? Psycho, yes, when I was a little girl.
The original Psycho?
The original Psycho.
At least you saw that. Jeez Louise.
Vertigo I know of. I know
North
Vertigo,
by
but I didn't watch
Northwest.
it. Nope, did not see that one.
Come on, now these are all classics.
They are. I think Turner Broadcast always like shows them once in a while.
So yeah, there's what's her name? What's that chick from Superman?
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Anyway, she's a star. This one. She plays agoraphobe, so she doesn't go outside instead of having a broken leg. So I got about 20 minutes in, and then you told me about Army of Dead. I was like, oh shit, that came out?
Oh really?
I didn't even know it came out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this Rear Window. Oh, it's not Rear Window. Well, yeah, I'm gonna watch this Rear Window. Pretty much.
I guess we could watch it next week, right?
Yeah, I think something comes out this week. I don't remember what, but I'm pretty sure something comes out this week that I wanted to see. Oh, it might have been Cruella, which probably will be only in theaters because that's a Disney thing. And they have no plans of putting that on Disney Plus that I saw. Oh, no, wait, it is on Disney Plus, but you got to pay for it. That's
Premium.
What it was. Yeah, the premium access. Yeah, you got to pay for it. It is on Disney Plus. It's not for free. Now here's where the real test begins. Let's see how many people pay for that. Although I might pay for that, to be honest.
That looks really good.
I might pay for that. We might pay for that. Here's $30. Give my brother. Here's $30. I want to watch some Cruella. I'm pretty sure that comes out Friday, though. So yeah, that's what I did. And like I said, I grilled yesterday. And oh yeah, as of the time this airs, I would have donated to send oxygen to the COVID dome.
Excuse me, elaborate.
I will have donated to send oxygen to the COVID dome.
Oh, in India.
The COVID dome.
Right, India, right? Because they need oxygen.
The COVID dome. How many times I gotta say it?
Oh my gosh, what the heck is the COVID dome?
How many times I have to say it? To the COVID dome.
Because they are definitely building a dome. So I don't know what you're referring to.
Wait, what? What are you talking
They're
about?
building like, what is that movie? I don't know. Is his name Pauly Shore? Like a biodome.
Wait, who's building a biodome and where and why?
I think in France. They're working on it. They came up
Why?
with designs for it. Right, like they ain't got other shit to do.
Well, that's just silly.
You know, you could have been working on a vaccine instead of worrying about that stupid biodome, France. Just saying.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the largest like biodome as of yet.
Why? For what? What is the point of
And
a
it's
fucking
funny, that's
biodome?
I
Why
didn't
are we
bring it up
making
last week, 'cause
biodomes?
I'm like, what's the point of this? So that's why I was confused. I'm like,
Why are we making biodomes? The fuck? We're never gonna move to Mars. Get over it. Stop with the fucking biodomes. The fucking biodome. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking biodome.
let me see, what did I do Sunday? Oh yeah, I went to dinner with my friend's 30th birthday, friend from like since the 4th grade, and she has a set of twins that are the same age as my daughter, so I brought my daughter to like those Brazilian steak houses, you know, when they come around with the food on a stick.
Yeah, I will never go to one of those. I'm sorry. After seeing the wedding, bridesmaids, I will never go to one of those. Nah, I won't. That killed that for me.
That's hilarious. It was actually pretty good. It was in Westbury. It was pretty good. It was fancy pants.
I know it's ridiculous, but yeah, no, that killed that for me. No thanks.
Oh my god.
I'm good. Glad you enjoyed it, but yeah, I would never step foot in one of those places.
The best thing was the lamb, not even the steak. And my drink tastes like rubbing alcohol, so I was disappointed about that.
See? So I'll never go to one of those. Good call on my part.
I just happened to be the only one who had a bad drink. Everyone else got something else.
Fucking bullshit!
Yeah, sure they were. They just didn't want to say nothing. It was probably their idea to go, wasn't it? It was, wasn't it?
They were guests also. It was 16 adults and 4 children.
Children don't know no different.
Riley, when I turned my back.
Whose idea was it to go there if everybody's a guest? Oh, right. I forgot you did say it was a birthday party. I'm like, wait a minute. If everybody's a guest. Oh, so now they just didn't want to say nothing. Their drinks were bad, too. Did you say something?
Yeah, so like my friend sent her. Actually, she had a drink first that said she tastes like battery acid, so she sent it back.
I see, exactly. I'm telling you, the other ones just didn't want to say anything. They were afraid they're going to spit in their food.
Spit on their sick. And then...
That is exactly why I'll never step foot in one of those places. Nope, I'm good.
Right.
Good call on my part.
You're so funny. Riley grabbed the knife when I turned my back on her. She grabbed the steak knife and was about to stab me. Look, someone noticed.
I'm just shaking my head. I have no words for that.
Oh, toddlers.
I know we're adults.
Gosh. But yeah, that's the most memorable of my week. But yeah, you want to dive in? Dive in.
Yeah, might as well. I know something pissed me off, but I don't remember what it was. I'm over it now. What the fuck?
Did it come back to you just now?
No, I just saw some guy riding his motorcycle on the sidewalk.
What a tool.
I'm like, what the fuck? Because he didn't want to wait in traffic. He just rode right on the sidewalk, up the street, even though there's people walking up and down. Stupid people doing stupid shit. Well, let's might as well get into this movie. Not that this movie was stupid people doing... there was a few stupid people doing stupid shit. But we'll get into that later. So yeah, Army of the Dead, a Zack Snyder film starring Batista. I only recognize 3 people in this movie. Batista.
The guy from Power.
Amari Hardwick from Power. Actually, 4 people. 4 people I recognize. Dave Batista, Amari Hedrick, Hiroyuki Scorpion, and Theo Rossi, who most of you might remember from Shades. Played Shades in Luke Cage.
Oh.
Everyone else I either did not remember at all, or just kind of remembered, but couldn't remember where the hell I remember them from.
Oh, I saw him recently in American Skin.
What was American Skin?
It was made in 2019, but they didn't release it till like a few months ago. It was about a black teenage boy who got shot in front of his father, and then his father, like, you know, of course they protested, yada yada yada. That didn't do anything, so he took that police precinct hostage and made the police officers answer for what they did.
Nope, never saw it. Never even heard of it.
He had to pay for it on Amazon Prime a few months ago.
Nope, didn't see that. Didn't see that. He was in a couple of stuff, but the most recent, the one I remember vividly is
Yeah, wow, I didn't even realize that was him.
Luke Cage.
His stupid little mustache in this movie threw me off.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy, that's the other thing.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's most vivid to me too. The movie was it was good. Again, wasn't great. I'm starting to respect what's his name more, Zack Snyder more, because he's not doing whatchamacallit every single movie.
What?
Watchmen.
Oh.
This was actually different. Because for fuck's sake, even Justice League was Watchmen.
Yeah.
But this one was completely different, so I enjoyed it. There weren't any bad special effects. That's good. Special effects were good. The acting was good. Although seeing Batista cry is fucking hilarious.
It was.
And it wasn't that he wasn't unbelievable, because you believed that he was sad when he was crying. But it's just funny seeing him cry.
But, yeah.
You know, some people have funny faces when they cry. They throw them in the ugly face category, but they're really not ugly. They're just hilarious to look at. That's Dave Bautista's face when he cries. Movie again. Too long. Snyder, you need to learn when to cut stuff out. We don't want to see every little thing. There was quite a few parts where the movie dragged. Yeah, there was quite a few parts when the movie dragged. Like when you're sitting there, you start to notice your butt hurt, or you start looking at the clock. That's when you realize that the movie's dragging. There was not a lot of scenes. There was a lot of little scenes they could have cut out, or a lot of scenes that could have been trimmed down. Because when it stopped, it came to a halt. It didn't just slow down. It just literally just said bloop. So the basic synopsis is aliens get loose.
Aliens?
Yeah. Zombies get loose in Las Vegas, and they end up stealing off Las Vegas. And Batista and his team get hired to break into a Las Vegas casino. It's a fake casino, so don't bother trying to look up and see if it's real, because it's not. They break into a casino to rob, what was it, $50 million? Yeah, for $50
Not
million.
even rob, because, well, no, we won't go into detail.
I know I said rob, but to recover. Well, it was kind of robbery. It was kind of a robbery because they weren't supposed to, the money wasn't supposed to be, the guy said the money was untraceable. So it was kind of illegal for them to have. So it was kind of a robbery. But yeah, that was the basic premise. So they go in there to get the $50 million. So it was basically a bank heist or a casino heist with zombies. So that was the basic story. Like I said, it was pretty good. It was entertaining. Overall, I could watch it again and be entertained by it again. It had some good lines, some good jokes. It was a solid story. I don't remember right this second if there were things that were problematic with the story, but as we go through it, I'll probably remember the things that was wrong with it. So the movie starts out with some military men transporting a payload on the way to somewhere, I don't know, but they came from Area 51, which is why I thought the aliens came out my mouth earlier when I was saying the plot. But they get into a car accident because some guy's getting a blowjob while he's driving.
That's like the second time I've seen that happen. I don't know if you watch the show American Gods, but last time so they were on the road, empty road, and she's giving a blowjob. They ended up getting into an accident, decapitating her whole head off. So as soon as I saw that about to go down, I'm like, oh, something's terrible is going to happen.
That's always what happens. Didn't you ever see Thinner?
No.
How do you think you didn't see Thinner?
No.
Oh my God. What is... You missed out all the good stuff. That's what happened in Thinner. He's getting a blowjob from his wife, and he ran over the old lady's daughter.
That reminds me of Scary
Or was it her
Movie.
One of the two.
Does that happen in Scary Movie? The first Scary Movie?
Probably. It happens in every movie. Anytime someone's getting a blowjob in the car, they get in a car accident. That's
it's
just
like
movie
foreboding
101.
something terrible. But continue.
It's like texting and driving. 101. Something terrible is going to happen.
Indeed.
So they get in the accident. The payload gets out, and I guess it would be, because it really, you know what it looked like? It looked like a mix between the werewolf and vampires from, whatchamacallit? What's the hell of the name of that movie? Underworld? That's what he looked like. He looked like the vampire werewolf guy in Underworld, but it's a zombie. And he bites the soldiers, and then the soldiers turn into zombies, and then they take over Las Vegas. Now, this is where I started to respect Zack Snyder.
Indeed.
Because that respect declined as we go along, but because he used the entire opening credit sequence to film another movie.
What?
The whole opening credit sequence is a movie about these group of people who band together, start saving other people, and end up saving the world from the zombies by figuring out a way to lock them in Las Vegas. They used a bunch of shipping crates. Yeah, shipping crates. So these people figured it out and saved as many people as they could. And it was like, it started with this one woman who was looking for her. And there's a whole story in here. It started with this one woman who was looking for her daughter. And then she ends up picking up a couple of these people along the line, Batista and a bunch of them. Meanwhile, they're militia. There we go. I'm like, they're not a revolutionary band because it's not that they're militia. Meanwhile, their militia is getting bigger and bigger as they go along. And then the woman ends up dying with her daughter at the end of the credits.
Terribly.
Batista don't make it out, but the woman and her daughter die. I was so impressed and so shocked. I'm like sitting there watching it. I'm just
shocked.
like, and I thought it was just going to be like a little thing, you know. And I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit, this man's telling an entirely different movie.
And like we get backstories of the character. Like literally, it's like
it told an entire it told an entire movie in probably 2 to 3 minutes. An entire movie. When you watch Andrew C, you'll see it's an entire movie. You can take that and make that into a movie on its own. And he did it in 2 minutes. And he did it well. Well. You got all the information you needed to know. No dialogue. Just through actions and facial expressions and emotion and body language. You got all the information you need to know. Who was connected to who, how they met, who died along the way, who was closest to who. Everything was there. I was shocked. I was like, yo, this man just put an entire movie in an intro credit.
With a perfect song. Like, just the perfect song.
I don't even remember the song. The song didn't even matter.
Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, it was? Like, it didn't even matter. I tell you that it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter what the song was. The imagery alone told you the entire story.
That boy is good.
So after they save the world, guess what? They're bums. Just like Sam. Being a superhero is a thankless job. All of them are down on their luck now. They got no compensation or nothing. No reward, nothing. It was just great job well done. You did humanity a service. And let them go about their miserable lives.
Really miserable.
So that's when, I'm just going to call this guy Mr. Tanaka. From now on, every business Japanese man is going to be Mr. Tanaka. So this is when Mr. Tanaka comes in. And he offers Batista a chance to get his crew so they can get this $50 million stuck in Las Vegas because they're about to nuke Las Vegas. So as far as the government is concerned, the money's going to be incinerated, which makes it untraceable, and that's the reason why he gives for them to go in there. So he gathers up his team, one of which is the airplane pilot who was doing her best Steve Buscemi in her interpretation, and she was funny. But all I kept thinking was Steve Buscemi. That's exactly who she was doing. She was doing Steve Buscemi the entire time.
Yeehaw! Ride 'em, cowboy! Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay!
Get off the nuclear warhead.
I was doing that guy from that movie, you know, Slim Pickens, where he rides it all the way in, the nuclear warhead.
Now.
I didn't see that one, huh?
So, what happened after that?
So,
oh, right. So then we have another side story going on, in which has to do with Batista's daughter in, I guess, is a refugee camp.
Jinx!
So we have this little side story with her in there. And the people at the refugee camp supposed to be going to, I forgot the name of that town. What's the name of that place right outside of Vegas?
I didn't catch the name of the place, but
that's the place. That's the place where we always switch drivers.
Oh, what is that? That roadside place. Wow, I don't remember the name.
I can't remember the name of it either. But yeah, anyway, anybody on the refugee camp is who are survivors from inside of Las Vegas, and they're going to be shipped over to there. Damn, it begins with a B. Fuck. So anyway, yeah. So she's in there with this woman and her 2 daughters.
Greta.
Because she's very close with this woman. They also have to deal with this shithead cop, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, an asshole.
Yeah. That was Shades. He played the shithead cop who was basically using his authority to do what he wanted with women in there. Otherwise, they sent them to, where did they send them? They sent them to, I forgot what it was, but there's a little special area where they would put the infected people who were outside of Las Vegas, the little random ones. If they started getting a temperature at a certain level that wasn't going down, they put them over there for observation, see if they would turn. Oh yeah, she's very close with this woman, and I didn't understand this.
I didn't understand it either. I know exactly what you're saying. Like, Why did she want to get inside?
For some reason, people would go inside of Las Vegas. They would get smuggled into Las Vegas to make money, but they never explain exactly how that works. Were they like scavenging? Were they robbing casinos or cash registers? They never explained why these people were going over there and how they got money from going over there. So it's kind of confusing. And it's not like a MacGuffin. It was just, this was like kind of important. That was the thing. This was kind of important information. Otherwise, this made no sense whatsoever. It wasn't like the last movie where, oh, you don't know what was on the paper because it didn't hold any importance to the story. This actually holds importance to the story. So I don't understand why these people were going over there.
Right, risking after she told you don't, like risking your life and for the sake of your. She
Like
did it for the sake of her kids.
you're literally going into zombie infested area on purpose when you don't have to. So I do not understand the logic of this. I don't know how money was made by doing this, especially since some people didn't come back. I don't know what this was.
Yeah, I don't think the risk was worth it. Like, you got whole kids.
Nobody knows if the risk was worth it or not because we have no idea how the money was made from going over there. And how much money they got. Like, oh, you bring back a zombie finger for government to examine, it's worth $50,000. Okay, maybe that would be worth it. You know, you try to find like a dead zombie and cut off a finger. That might be worth it. That explains why I would risk going over there. But we have no idea how much money we're making, what they were making it for. Nothing. It's just, you make money if you go over there. It just didn't make any sense to me. And it kind of made everything crumble. And and this whole situation gets worse. Much, much worse.
Much worse. Oh my gosh.
So she's trying to stop her from doing that. Back to the other story. We get them gathering the crew, and it's funny the whole way through. And then, back to Tanaka. He explains how the plan is going to work. I don't understand why he was telling the story this way, but he was telling it like it was a fairy tale.
Like a heist movie, like, you know, like, oh, this person's going to be here. Like,
Not even saying it like a heist movie. He was telling, like, if you listen to the words he was using, he was telling it like he was telling a fairy tale. Like at one point, he's like, and then you blissfully fly off into this breeze with none the wiser. And I'm just like, why is he telling them instructions like this? Watch, if you just pay attention to his words, all of a sudden it's got this lyrical storytelling vibe to it. I will say, though, while they're gathering the crew, I completely forgot at this point, by the point we get to this, and he's telling this. All of a sudden, I remember, wait a minute, this is a zombie movie. I forgot. Once the zombies are off screen, you completely forget it's a zombie movie. Like, all of a sudden, you just think it's a heist movie. And then, out of nowhere, you're reminded, oh yeah, there's zombies in this. So, they have to go to the refugee camp in order to get inside because there's a person in it that smuggles people in.
Coyote.
Yeah, there's a coyote. That's not her name. That's just what she was. So he calls his daughter up and offers her $15,000 because the way the split it was $200 million. That's what it was. It's $200 million in the vote. The crew would get $50 million. The three main people, including Batista, get $15 million each, and then the rest was just divvied up in, I don't know, priority, I guess? I don't know. They just started throwing out random numbers to people. Whatever they figured they would say yes to, that was their cut. So then, he tells his daughter, he has a way of getting $15 million, but he needs her help to get her into the internment camp, which she agrees to. So they get in there, and that's when his daughter finds out that her friend actually went over to the other side went into Vegas and never came back. So now now she decides she's going to go with them to go look for her friend because she left 2 kids behind.
Jesus! Which makes no sense.
Yeah, that was another thing too. Why she would leave her 2 kids behind with no dad.
Right, don't you think they need supervision? Maybe you should stay with the fucking kids?
No, there was like no one there watching. She didn't even like leave. There was someone saying, "Hey, watching for a minute. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom," and then take off.
You're always this stupid. Did you take lessons?
I took lessons.
She could have dropped them off at the neighbor, say, "Hey, listen, I gotta go do something real quick. Can you watch them for me?" And never came back. She just left the two fucking kids sitting inside the tent by themselves. Now, suppose Batista's daughter didn't come back for 2 days.
You were supposed to understand.
Yeah, so she finds out that her friend went over there, so she's going with them. And the coyote says she's going to take the dickhead cop with them. They need him. So they get over there, and I knew right away what was going to happen. This was actually really predictable. So they get over there, and she shoots the dickhead cop in the leg and leaves him out as a tribute so they could be left alone and go do their business. Which, if you didn't see coming, well, then you're both deaf, dumb, and blind. Because that was completely obvious. So when she said, "Oh, we need him," I'm like, yep, that's the bait. I actually thought she was just going to leave him there for the zombies to eat him. I didn't know it was a tribute thing. Because apparently now there are 3 sets of zombies. Well, actually 2, really.
2, really, yeah.
Yeah. Because you have the leader, but he's not his own set. But when he makes zombies, they're more intelligent than the zombies made by the zombies he made.
And you know how sometimes you make a copy of a copy, it's not quite as sharp as, well, the original.
So in other words, the third strings are the dumb brain eaters, and then the second string are intelligent.
And they're fast. They're super fast.
And coordinated.
Yes.
Well, if they're intelligent, of course they're coordinated. So in order to get safe passage, you leave somebody there so they can make that into a second generation zombie, and you can go about your business. So they get to the
She explains to them the world, like, it's not what you think. What are you talking
about?
I
also forgot. Tanaka also. Oh, wait, there was one other person.
Bodyguard.
I'm sorry, his personal bodyguard. There was one other person. I said 3. 5. Sorry, 5 people I recognize. The other guy was from, whatchamacallit? Damn, what's the name of that show? Fear the Walking Dead. Garrett Dillahunt.
Oh.
Garrett Dillahunt.
Who was he? He was the bodyguard?
Yeah. He was the personal bodyguard that was sent with them. Yeah, Dillahunt. From Fear the Walking Dead. I said 5 people I recognize in this movie, total. Now, they have to travel indoors, because if they travel outside, they might draw some attention to themselves, or zombies just might want more people to take with them.
Right.
So they travel indoors, and they get into an area where it's full of Generation 3 zombies, but they're in what she called hibernation. I don't know what that means for zombies, but that's what she said.
I remember in I Am Legend, they had zombies like that.
Yeah, this movie's kind of a mix between this movie's not nowhere near Walking Dead. This movie is a mix between I Am Legend, any ocean movie.
Yeah.
And Army. I was about to say Army of the Dead. This is Army of the Dead. And Dawn of the Dead. I said it's a mix of those 3 movies. So they try to sneak by. Now, one of the members of their crew, I know I didn't introduce their crew, but one of the members of this crew, and this is why I said some people there were some really stupid decisions making. So Tanaka sends his bodyguard with them. One of the members of the crew is actually the coyote, the pilot, and one other member. She had no real role other than
the girl
someone
with
who
the
was
red
there.
Bandana, who didn't trust the bodyguard, who called it. Said,
We're going to call her Vasquez, because she had that much importance. You'll remember her. She'll be just as iconic as Vasquez, but no real role. She had no role. She had no role in the crew. Like Vasquez had no real role in the group. Just a badass.
I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
Yo, Vasquez, kick ass.
Anytime, anywhere. Man.
Right.
Is suspicious of him. So those 3 are suspicious of him. The coyote, the pilot, and Vasquez. They're suspicious of the bodyguard. I don't know why they're the only 3 suspicious of the bodyguard, but whatever. So they're suspicious of the bodyguard. Fucking Vasquez is flaunting the fact that she's suspicious of him in his face.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
Picture me?
No! The definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are!
Like, if you're suspicious of someone, don't you keep that to yourself so they don't know you're suspicious of them? She's constantly telling this man that she don't trust him. So what did he do? They're using glow sticks to get through these things. He throws one of the glow sticks away. He just randomly throws it in a different direction. Because Batista was leading the way, dropping glow sticks for a clear path. Vasquez was behind him. Bodyguard looked. He took one, threw it to his right, and kept going forward. So she ended up getting separated from the two, waking them up, and then there's a big commotion. And I thought her ass was dead like 3 times over. But no, she kept popping up. Like I said, you will remember her because you think she was Vasquez. And then she eventually died. I wish they pulled the Vasquez on her, though. Sort of did. They sort of did. It just would have been cooler if they had it. And that's probably what that character, that's probably where he got the inspiration from that character, too. This also had an element of aliens to it. But yeah, she dies. I wish she did the grenade thing. But anyway, she dies. And then they get to the casino.
I was hoping she would shout out to him. Don't trust
You know what?
him.
You know what casino that was filmed in, right?
What casino?
That was Crown Royal, across the street from the Mirage.
That's funny. No, I didn't realize.
So they get to the casino. They turn on the electricity. The safe cracker starts working on the safe. The coyote takes the bodyguard outside because he said he wanted to get a sample. So they're outside now. The main zombie king.
The zombie king, yes.
I don't like the name, the
going
zombie
to that.
king.
The zombie leader. The head, the alpha.
I will call him the Ice King. He was blue.
So
the Ice King.
You know, so funny in that scene when he came in and whatever after they brought in the annoying cop.
He looked like the Ice King.
He did with the freaking everything, and when he came up to the queen looking Ice King.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, so the Ice King, he actually has a queen. That's what I was getting to, and the queen is the one that picks up the tribute, and the queen is pregnant.
The hell you say?
Right, and I thought of you. I'm like, because when he came up to her, I'm like, yo, is it freaky that I'm thinking like, do they have zombie sex? And I was right. And I was freaking right. She was pregnant.
Well, yeah, when he listened to her stomach, I knew she was pregnant. I was like, oh, okay, she's pregnant.
When he first came up on her, was just looking at her, I'm like, oh, they have zombie sex.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
And then he snipped her stomach. I'm like, I knew it.
Okay.
So yeah, I was right though.
Yes, you were right. Why you were right is gross. I'm not saying they didn't have that look at each other, but when you're looking at two zombies, that's the last thing you should be thinking about. That's borderline necrophilia.
Necrophilia, her body's still warm, disfigured in form, that's okay. Necrophilia, she got run over by a truck, still I wanna get laid, get laid.
So, that is gross.
Yeah, I'm like, they had the vibe though.
It wasn't until he put his head on her stomach that I actually thought of that. I was like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, these zombies can get pregnant. That was not my first thought. No matter how gazing in each other's eyes they were. I just thought, oh, she's the queen. He's the king.
Dirty zombie sex.
The fact that you thought about that before we found out she was pregnant is really sad.
I'm telling you, once you saw that gaze, like that mating animalistic.
It doesn't matter. They were zombies.
Listen here, there are some.
You should not be thinking about dead people having sex. That should not be the first thing that comes to mind when dead people are looking at each other.
So funny.
with blood pussing out of their mouth.
Gross, rotting teeth. But yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
so what I was saying was she is the one who takes the tributes. So she comes back wondering what the fuck are they doing outside. The bodyguard calls her over basically. He antagonizes them, which is what he does, and captures her and then cuts her head off. Well, of course that starts a shitstorm, but he doesn't give a fuck because he was there for zombie DNA anyway to sell to the military.
which is 10 times worth what's in the safe.
Yeah.
Because I wondered, like, why, when they agreed to the whole mission, remember, was it Tanashi? What were we calling Takashi?
Yeah, Takashi, Mr. Takashi.
Mr. Takashi, he was sitting with military people.
What was his actual name in the movie? Do you remember?
What?
The character's name.
What? Oh, damn. No, let me pull it up.
No, you don't have to look it up. Unless you
I
wrote it
think
in.
we're close. Tanashi or Takashi?
I just said Mr. Takashi from Die Hard. Because he was a Japanese businessman. Every Japanese businessman is going to be called Mr. Takashi from now on. Tanaka.
We were close, but yes. He was sitting with military people waiting for the response, and they were excited. I'm like, I know darn too they're not excited.
Die Hard was Mr. Tanaka,
million.
right?
Tanaka, yeah.
Yeah. I can't say Mr. Who the hell was Mr. Takashi? I know that was another Japanese businessman in the movie.
Yeah, it was another Japanese businessman in something.
Sorry, Tanaka, Mr. Tanaka. Wait, that wasn't this guy's name though, right?
Tanaka, that was his name.
Wait, this guy's name was Tanaka, Mr. Tanaka too?
BLY, Tanaka. Yeah, Tanaka.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't even realize that. So anyway.
Yeah, so it was pretty much the queen's head was worth 10 times what was in the safe. And I always thought that was weird. Like, why would military people care about 200 million? That's like chump change to them. And it's all about making a zombie army. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but let's go back with the whole the safe guy. I like the dynamic between the safe guy and the guy from Power.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, he's in the crew. He's in the crew, too. Everyone's probably like, where the hell is Omar Dickinson? Yeah, he's part of Batista's crew.
Right, and he said something, because there were skeletons in the safe with the money, and he's like, think of it. It's a hellish timeline where they're us.
Yeah, you know what? That could have been cut out. That was what made it. That's one of the things that made the movie drop. Because it literally, I mean, it was foreshadowing, but at the same time, it was just literally stupid.
It did become like, why are they wearing the same exact clothes as them though? Like same shirt, same chain.
Yeah, it makes you think like they're stuck in a time loop, but they're really not because they don't end up in the same spot as those dead bodies. That's why that was stupid. They could have cut that out. That whole thing could have been cut out. That was part of what made the movie too long because when you got to, I thought it was going to end. When you got to the end, yeah, they all died. So it was simple foreshadowing, which would have been fine if they just showed it once. But then they went through a whole explanation about them probably being into a time loop and they keep going back and reliving it and they die in the same place just to be set back at the beginning. And it's all Mr. Tanaka's plan to mess with them for the rest of their lives. And it ends up being absolutely nothing except foreshadowing that they're all going to die.
Yeah.
And you could have just shown the bodies and then cut the rest of the dialogue out. And I probably would have cut down 10 minutes because that was a long ass monologue he was going through. They started showing flashbacks and the whole nine.
Right, like showing each person who's going to die.
So that could have been cut out. You got to know when to let shit go. You think I put everything we talk about in the podcast? No. You got to know when to cut stuff out. So, where are we now? Oh, yeah, he cut the heads off. That starts a shitstorm. A real shitstorm this time. Because now you got the Generation 2 and the king coming after him. Because she was pregnant and now the kid's dead.
Give me back my son!
Right. And then now, because the whole city's supposed to be nuked. Like a small
That's the other thing, too. The timeline went up. Originally, they had 3 days, and now they have, what, 3 hours?
Yeah. No, an hour and a half. 90
hour and
minutes.
a half. Hour and a half. And it was some ridiculous. I go say this, though. because this is such a ridiculous concept, there's a lot of the ridiculous in it that's just funny. They gave some stupid, ridiculous reason on why they moved the timeline up.
The
And
news reporter.
I forgot what the reason was, but if you actually listen to it, you can't help but laugh at it because it's the stupidest fucking thing you've ever heard. I think it was supposed to happen on the 4th of July, but some weird shit.
Cool.
It was so dumb. You when you listen to it, you're gonna laugh because it's just like, what the hell? But yeah, so they moved it up. But yeah, my point is, yeah, they realize that, so they do take advantage of it being ridiculous by putting really ridiculous, but somewhat, but not too ridiculous that you're like annoyed by it. You can't help but laugh at it. So, yeah, the shitstorm starts. What happens exactly?
So they decide to move up the bomb, and then the Zombie King hears his queen.
No, we passed all that. The shitstorm starts means all that happened. When the order of death we're at the order of death. What happened? Say it again.
Bring to mind, like, if he was in such a rush, why did he appear on a zombie horse?
No, wait. I was still saying we're in the order of death. What did you say? Start over.
Oh, when like the Zombie King took his time on a zombie horse to come check out the scene.
Oh, that's right. He did arrive on a zombie. Oh, there's also a zombie tiger. It was Siegfried's tiger. We forgot we forgot about that, and that's important. Stupid ass zombie tiger. Yeah, he came on a zombie horse and he leads the attack. So how does it go?
So for that they were in the safe trying to like how much longer. Then
they just opened the safe. Opened the safe.
The daughter runs off to go find Greta, and that's when like it really goes to shit.
Yeah, but how did it start? Like, where did they come in? Who got in contact? Who did they get in contact with first? You got the notes.
So with that, when they got the word of, them moving up the thing, Barista's crew came down like, how much longer? And they interrupted the safe guy.
We are past that. The safe is open. The zombies are attacking. What is the order of attack?
A father-daughter moment.
2 hours later.
What is the order of attack by the zombies? Who do they run into first?
I think they run into Barista's crew first, because remember the whole romantic scene with him and the Spanish lady?
Right. Thank you. Finally.
Yeah, but then that's like he realized.
Okay, so what happened is, finally. So at this point, his daughter runs off. He's having this romantic moment with the girl. With another one of his teammates. Mind you, everyone except we'll call her Sonia. So he's having a romantic moment with Sonia, who was one of his old teammates as well. And there's another guy, we'll call him, I don't know, Blondie, because he has bleached blonde hair. They just hired Blondie off the street, and Vasquez came with them. That's how they're involved. So he's having a moment with Sonia. And they decided, they broke up at one point. As soon as they decide to try again, the doors open, a zombie grabs her and snaps her neck, twisting her whole head backwards. And her neck bone pops out the side of her neck, right in front of Batista's face.
Right, and the reason why they veered off was because he had to go find his daughter.
I knew she was going to die. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I thought she could like battle it out, but
I thought it was going to be normal. I thought the door was going to open. The zombie's going to go, grab her arm and bite her. Normal zombie attack death. I didn't know he's going to grab her head and turn her whole head around. That caught me by surprise.
Right. That's really true. He could have bit her, ate her, used her for substance, but no.
That's what I thought he was going to do, but nope. He just snapped her neck. Tried to twist her whole damn head off. So then, of course, he goes crazy. The zombies get downstairs where the guy from Power... Did we give him a name?
Shit, what's his name? No, we didn't give him a name.
We'll call him Jax. So zombies gets downstairs where Jackson the Bankers is. So
the zombie leader's smart. He put a metal helmet on his head.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has a metal helmet on.
And then that's why they could. When he came down the safe, they were trying to shoot him, but they couldn't kill him.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was important.
Yeah, and then I noticed he's wearing the dog tag. I'm like, wait, is that one of the military people?
He had that dog tag when he came out of the thing, didn't he?
I didn't notice it until when he came in the safe room to kill them.
I think he did. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
he did
I think
too.
he did.
I think he had it the whole time. I just didn't notice because I was like looking at the metal helmet. I'm like, oh, it's one of the military guys.
But then, so Jax, being Jax, tries to fight him head on and gets his ass whooped.
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard! Jesus Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you outdo them all.
So the banker saves Jack's life because they've bonded this entire time. They started out at not liking each other. They ended up bonding. So he saves Jack's life by throwing him into the vault and closing it, which I guess can be opened from the inside.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I'm like,
I'm just gonna assume it could be open from the inside. That's just my assumption. So let's see. That's her, the banker,
and then.
So, oh yes, that's right. So Batista, Blondie. Oh, and the pilot's upstairs trying to fix the helicopter that was left on the roof. So it's Batista, Blondie, Coyote, and the bodyguard.
And the bodyguard is
the bodyguard. So they go through this hatch that they found to escape. And when they get up there, which is also the hatch that his daughter used to leave to go look for the woman who she originally went there for. The bodyguard locks it. I got distracted for a minute because of the time. Yeah, the bodyguard locks it, locking them in. So then he goes running up to go try and kill the pilot. But they had like this giant saw that Jax would carry around. He had it in the old days. Jax too was a part of the original crew. So yeah, he had it in the old days. So he took it out with him. So they had that left though. So they used that to cut open the wall. Meanwhile, how the hell did the bodyguard end up outside?
So he realized Coyote was wary of him.
Right. Coyote took the head out the bag and put in a money counter.
Switched it.
Because what happened was before they got attacked and before they got into the safe, they found casino money lying around. Just the regular money they would put upstairs in they would use at the tables. It's only like 100,000 or something like that. So they took some of that. While they were taking that, she took the money counter and took the head out, put the money counter in there. So, but yeah, how did he end up outside?
He had to double back because he realized right when he was on the way to go kill the pilot, he realized he double checked the bag. He's like, "Are you still with me?"
But no, how did he go? Why did he go outside? He could have went right back through the path that he locked, shoot them in the head, grab Coyote and ask her what she did with the head. Why did he go?
True.
Why did he go outside?
Why he went outside like a dummy? That's true.
I'm seriously asking you, why did I miss something? Was there an explosion? Am I forgetting something?
Not that I recall. No, he literally just doubled back and went outside to double back to go get the head from her.
Because they went straight up to the pilot. Oh no, they didn't. They had to go through the wall. But they still went up straight up. I guess he had to. I guess that led to. I guess that led to outside, and then he had to go back in the casino to go upstairs. I guess that's how that went. Because I don't see any other reason for him to be outside. But he gets eaten by the tiger. He gets mauled by the zombie tiger, and it is glorious. All I kept thinking about was Revenants. Did you see Revenants?
No.
When Leonardo DiCaprio got mauled by that bear.
No,
it looked just like that. Only Leo had it longer. I think it was like 5 minutes longer. So Leo, he had it for 5 minutes. Leo had got it for 10. It was bad. So then they get out. She was cutting through the wall. They make it to the roof. Of course, the helicopter's shit.
No, we forgot the Blondie. The Blondie died in the casino.
Right.
Yeah.
He got to do the grenade thing.
Yes.
Instead of Vasquez. Yeah, he got cut off. So then they make it to the and it was funny. They literally, and this, that's the other thing this movie was combined with. It was combined with Left 4 Dead. I swear to God, when they got to the roof, it was the exact same scene as in Left 4 Dead. Oh, wait. No, no, no. They got to the roof. That's right. Okay,
They
no,
got
no,
to
no, no. They got to the roof. She got the shitty helicopter working.
Mm-hmm.
The what's the name got up there?
Coyote guy.
The king, because not the coyote guy. I was talking about the ice king. The ice king. The ice
Yeah.
king got up there, or is it the frost king? The frost king, right?
No, you call him the Ice King.
No, but it's the frost king, isn't it?
The Night King. Night King and
The Night King. Thank you. You let me saying it wrong the whole time. The Night King.
The Ice King.
Because he looks like the Night King. The Night King. So yeah, the Night King comes out. Well, no, he really doesn't look like the Night King. Fine, whatever. The Ice King.
Oh, I'm dying!
So the Ice King shows up, and she pulls out the head. She pulls out the head, and giving him a chance to lift off. Back to stupid people doing stupid shit. I don't understand why she did not get in the helicopter and then throw the Night King the head. Wouldn't that have made sense?
Way more sense. It's like she was just ready
This
to give up on her life.
jackass tells them to go without her, holding the head out at bay, threatening to throw it off the edge of the roof. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You could have got on the helicopter. As soon as the helicopter lifted off, threw it at him, he would have dove to catch it, and y'all could have been gone. And you'd still be alive. But nope. She moves to the edge of the building and he throws a pike into her chest.
I think he got the point.
Making sure she's still alive, mind you. I think he hit her in her shoulder and pinned her to the wall.
Yeah, her shoulder.
The shoulder not holding the head. So what does this one do? She drops the head off the edge. Mind you, the head was still alive because it's a zombie. Not anymore! And I don't know if the head meant that he could attach it back to her body, but then the baby was dead, so what would be the point? Unless putting the baby back... I don't know. Zombie logics don't make sense in this world anyway, so who cares? Point is, head goes splat. And then he rips her jaw out for it. He ripped the jaw out, right?
He came up to her, and that's the scene that we saw. Him breathing on her face.
No, I could have sworn he ripped her jaw out. Anyway, he kills her. You guys can find out on your own. She dies.
Oh, the pilot had me rolling. Was that zombie in a cage?
Oh. Yeah, as I said, she had her Steve Buscemi going on. She was funny. And she had it down to a T, too.
She was so funny. Like.
So then they go... Somehow, I forgot, through some conversation, the daughter figured out that, I don't know what hotel this was, but whatever hotel it was, that's where the king lived, and that's where he would take people, and he would only change them one. I don't know how she knows all this. Nobody knows how Coyote knows all this, but he only changes them one day at a time, and they took 3 of them, so he had 3 days left before... She had a 1 in 3 chance because it was the same night. So she had a 1 in 3 chance that her friend was alive in time for her to get there. So, yeah, that's what happened. Her friend was alive when she got there. And that's when they run to the dickhead, who is now 2nd generation zombie. Meanwhile, they take the helicopter, Batista. Damn. It's just Batista and the pilot left, right? Yeah, it's just Batista and the pilot left.
Yep.
Yeah, so the pilot takes him over to get his daughter. He asks her not to leave him. He goes down there. Mind you, how fucking fast are these zombies? Because they beat a fucking helicopter there. You noticed that, right? They beat a helicopter there. Because
Yep, and they did say they were fast.
The king was there before the helicopter got there. And the helicopter left. I'm not even talking about the regular zombies. The king was there before the helicopter got there. And the helicopter left before he killed Coyote. So how fucking fast are these goddamn zombies? And if he's that fucking fast, why was he riding on a horse to begin with?
Yeah, like, it just seems...
I'm just saying, do a better job on your wrap-up, Snyder. Just do a better job on your wrap-up. So, yeah, she kills Dickhead, and that's when she sees the Zombie King, and that's when Batista shows up, And they get upstairs, and the first thing I thought of was Left 4 Dead 4 when Coach comes in. When you get upstairs at the beginning of the game on the roof at the mall, the coach is like,
Come back! Oh, he ain't coming back.
yeah, my brother started chuckling. Because I said that out loud. I think I said another one of his lines too. I forgot which one it was now. But then, yeah, no, the pilot comes back. They pulled the stupid Star Wars, Back to the Future, any other flying machine that's supposed to be there, aliens, any other time someone's supposed to be there. And what happened at that part? I know.
So they think, oh,
right. So wait, what happened to the other woman? Not her friend, because there was two women, not her friend.
Two women.
What happened to the other one?
First one got eaten by.
Oh, okay, right. That's how they ran into him. Yeah. Okay, that's what happened to. Yeah, that's how they ran into him. So yeah, so it's the daughter, Batista, the pilot, and the daughter's friend,
Greta. Yeah.
Dipshit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they pull off, and the Ice King jumps into the helicopter. There's a struggle. The pilot gets shot. They make it over the border of Las Vegas and crash land. The daughter's thrown from the plane. She gets up. She goes and looks. She sees the pilot's dead. And then,
she finds her dad.
What happened to the zombie king?
Yeah, Barista killed him before they crash landed.
You know what? I forgot how.
What was it again? I remember the daughter grabbed the fire extinguisher.
You know what? I honestly don't remember how.
I didn't know too.
He kills him somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember how. He kills him right before they got him. They got him right before they crash landed. It wasn't that exciting because I forgot about it already. I'm trying hard to remember too. What the fuck did they do?
They blew the gun. They got the gun. I remember the gun got knocked over, almost was about to fall off the helicopter. The daughter knocked the zombie king with the.
Considering that was the climax, I thought it would be like a little more memorable, but neither one of us can remember how the fucking boss was killed.
Right. And I didn't even write it down because it wasn't, I'm like, okay.
That's kind of sad. So then it turns out that her dad was, her dad ended up getting, he got bit bad too. Didn't he take like a chunk out of his neck in the helicopter? Yeah, during the struggle, he took a chunk out of his neck.
And then got his arm too.
So he managed to get like a little bit of money out of that casino, It's probably like $15,000 or something like that. Maybe $20,000. So he gives it to her. And then, she waits until he transforms to be sure and then shoots him. Then the credits roll as you see helicopters coming to pick her up.
Let me just stress that for all that fucking
Hold on.
You put
Never mind all that. Never mind all that. Did you notice something wrong?
Let me see. The helicopters were about to come. No.
What happened to Dipshit?
What was it? Which Dipshit? Oh, Greta. We never. That's what
he forgot she existed.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Like she must. I think.
First of all,
died.
Did you?
She didn't even go look for Greta.
No, she got her. She got in and got into a helicopter. She wasn't.
I
she
died on the helicopter crash.
You didn't see her in the helicopter the entire fight. You didn't see her after the crash. She didn't go looking. He forgot she existed.
I thought she just died in the crash.
Wouldn't they have shown the body to confirm that?
I was wondering
he forgot. He literally forgot a character at the end of his story.
Yeah, I just thought she died. You see, now I feel like maybe I should go back and watch the fight scene. Maybe she died in the fight scene.
She wasn't in the fight scene. That whole fight scene, she was not there.
Oh, that's a very good
we all said the same. We all looked at each other. It was like, where's Dipshit? I don't know. She just disappeared. He forgot she existed.
Oh. I had to Google because other people Google this, like Google the same question. What happened to
He
Greta?
forgot. He forgot.
So there was a whole reshoot because of sexual sexual harassment charges.
What?
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
So director Zack Snyder pulled off a covert switcheroo in Army of the Dead when he replaced disgraced comedian Chris D'Elena with Tig Notaro in post-production after he was accused of multiple instances of sexual harassment. The costly reshoot could be the reason why the fate of Greta is so ambiguous, and like pretty much her
You
fate
couldn't put
is
a
unknown
dummy in the
because there was a
helicopter
whole
face
reshoot.
down?
That
I'm like,
that's
wait,
really
what? You couldn't
funny,
put a dummy in the helicopter face down. That was too hard to do.
right?
I think he just forgot she existed. I really think he forgot she existed.
Okay, the reason why Greta isn't seen beyond a couple of shoots after they enter the chopper is perhaps because of the reshoot. Snyder shot entirely new footage with Teg all by herself and inserted her into the film. And since Huma couldn't be present for the reshoots, especially the helicopter action that
Put a dummy
they could
in
have
the
just
helicopter face down.
right. They really could just put it a stand-in, like someone face down.
I'll hunt you and shoot you down like a duck.
It's dog, Buford. Shoot him down like a dog.
Let's go, boys! Let these sissies have their party!
That's
But we're not
funny.
done. Because there's after credit scenes.
Yes.
Jack survived.
Major so.
He has the money, but he's infected because apparently he got bit by the Ice King. So you have that now. The end.
Right. I'm like, oh, he survived. He bought a private
I didn't
jet.
understand the point of
He's
that.
flying to Mexico City. Thought he was gonna live his best life. And boom, the zombie cycle begins again. Hopefully he killed himself, but we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. They left it open for a sequel, but I don't know. Would you want to see a sequel to this?
I don't know. I feel like I got my fill from the first one.
Yeah, I think this should be a one and done story.
Yeah, but I like that it left a cliffhanger. Like, ain't no happy ending in the zombie apocalypse.
I kind of wish they hadn't left it with a cliffhanger. I wish all the zombies were dead. Batista and all his team was dead. That would have been better.
Yeah, I was hoping like,
The little
okay.
We could possibly make another one thing was like, unnecessary.
Yeah. I'm like, and yeah, man, they might, because they said, oh, we're landing in Mexico City right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, really don't need a second one to this. It was good.
Yeah.
But it's not something I want to see a second one to. It's like seeing a second one to World War Z. I didn't even like World War Z. But even if I did like that movie, it was not worth a sequel.
Yeah, because like I already was shocked, amazed with the intro for this one alone.
Yeah, I mean, I saw 2 movies already anyway.
Right, I don't need another one. Not saying in a bad way, but this got my fill on it, and I'm good.
I would be interested in a prequel.
Oh, that.
If they took that intro sequence and made it into a full-length movie with dialogue, I would be interested in that. But a continuation, not so much. So yeah, it was a bit too long. There was a lot of wide-angle close-up shots of people's faces. But there wasn't that much slow-mo. So you didn't notice it as much. It wasn't as annoying. I mean, of course, when it was in the slow-mo, it was annoying. I don't understand why people do that. I don't need to see the wrinkles in someone's face when they're firing a gun. I know how physics works, okay? I don't need the slow motion to show it to me. But it wasn't as obnoxious this time. A couple of things made absolutely no sense or had no explanation. A character completely was forgotten about.
And besides that, everything was great.
Yeah, it was actually a good one. Oh, we got 2 good ones in a row.
Yeah. Well, nothing great, but at least we had some decent ones, some decent
Right.
movies to watch. I came with the realization that COVID was really, really bad for the movie industry. And we're not going to have any great movies for like another year, other than the Marvel stuff, most of which is already pre-done. We're not going to have any great movies for probably another year or two.
Let me
It's
see.
like,
Isn't Spider-Man coming out this year? Well, other than the Marvel stuff, like you said.
as I said,
Yeah.
other than the Marvel movies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
They're going to
Or,
be far and in between on great movies.
or we're just seeing the truth of Hollywood.
It's like we went back to 2001.
Oh wow, yeah. Weird. I think.
Get ready for some more Queen of the Damn type movies.
Did you even see the Fast and Furious movie?
No. I gave up after Fast and Furious 2.
Like, we're gonna get movies like Fast and Furious. We're gonna get.
Yeah. It's tough out there for Hollywood right now. So, Robin, what's in the news?
Yum, 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 yum. Sisimia, sisimia, sisimia. Quang, quang, quang. Quang, 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 quang. Quang, 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 quang. Breaking news.
All right. In the news, as we mentioned last week, Ohio was starting a lottery for vaccinated
We talked about that.
Yes. Where they're getting the money from, it's the relief fund the government sent to each state to battle.
Oh, yeah, I figured that.
Yeah. I'm like,
They're not going to use the state money.
And for New York, you have to get the vaccine Monday through Friday to be eligible for this.
Yeah, you still didn't tell me how do you apply. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't just walk in, take a shot, and they say write your name on a list.
Can you imagine?
It's probably going to have to apply online and send them a picture of your vaccination card. That's probably how it's going to work. That'd be the most logical thing to do because the vaccination card has your date on it.
All right. So the vaccine provides free New York lottery scratch-off tickets to individuals 18 and over.
Scratch off. That's okay. Anyway, moving right along. All that wait for that bullshit. Means you walk in, they give you a scratch off ticket. Anyway.
Scratch off.
$5 million in scratch off tickets.
Fucking bullshit!
Oh my goodness. That's what your vaccines are worth. And speaking of lotteries, a woman got super duper lucky. Woman gets back 1 million lottery ticket after she threw it away. In Massachusetts, a woman who accidentally tossed out $1 million lottery ticket. What would you do if you tossed out $1 million lottery ticket? How would you feel?
That's fucked up. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. It's like when you throw away a pair of pants and forgot that you had like $100 bill in it.
Like,
you fucking pissed.
I'll be sick. So
now, can you imagine? Wait, even worse. Can you imagine? She left it in the pants when she did her laundry. Because at least she got it back. Can you imagine? Oh my god, yo! There's no getting it back if it's in the laundry.
Yeah, that done. I don't know what I would do. Like, and if I knew. Not knowing, I guess, you go on with your life, but if you knew you'd throw out $1 million ticket.
Oh, man. So cut to the chase. How did she get the ticket back?
Well, it was a $30 scratch-off ticket. Didn't think she won. She just threw it out. And it would lay behind the counter of the place she scratched it off for 10 days. She didn't scratch the number properly. The son of the owner found it in the trash. So he scratched it properly, and it was the $1 million underneath the ticket. She was a regular customer there, so when she came back, they knew who to give it to.
Oh,
but
that was
10
nice
days
of
later,
them.
yeah.
Oh,
Right.
so she didn't win?
She did win.
Oh, okay. I'm about to
was in
say. I
such
thought.
a rush,
Well, you said
like,
it was 10 days later. I thought it was like an expiration on it. I thought it was like a 7-day expiration.
So
Oh, well, that was nice of them.
And yeah, she really got lucky.
Oh, well, that was nice of them.
Right.
They're cool people. Should probably do something nice for them. What else we got?
I don't know if you're a Friends fan. Were you ever a fan of
Off
Friends?
and on.
Yeah,
Off and
they're the first
Oh,
week
that's
of
right.
the
I saw
reunion.
that. I saw an article on that. They're going to be doing a reunion on HBO.
Max, yes. Yeah, so that is highly anticipated.
Thanks, Will Smith.
That was one of the many reasons a lot of people got HBO Max, because they heard from the jump that
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
For that?
That was a highlight for a lot of people.
For that? I mean...
And they pulled Friends from other streaming services to be on HBO Max.
It's not even like a comeback show. It's just a reunion.
It's just a reunion, right.
Are they going to cancel as soon as they finish? Oh, I finished watching that. Cancel my subscription. What the fuck?
So yeah, that will be interesting. It's the first time they've been together in a long time. So highly anticipated, guys. So be on the lookout for the Friends reunion. And as the Olympic looms, the U.S. advises against travel to Japan.
I'm against travel to anywhere for the next 3 months.
Yeah. So it's getting underway July 23rd, and the U.S. is advising against travel there. And on the other end, protests in Tokyo continue to grow because the citizens of Tokyo do not want the Olympics there.
Because they don't want people breathing on them.
Right. And Japan, this was from May 18. Japan has only fully vaccinated about 1% of its population.
That's why. No, we shouldn't be going over there. They shouldn't want us over there. Cancel the Olympics this year.
Right, but they're not canceling. The Japanese government and the International Olympic Committee insist the games will go on safely and secure as planned.
My gold! My gold!
And the Japanese citizens this is inhumane. This isn't right.
Well, you know what that means? Everybody in Japan, when the Olympics is there, stay your asses home.
Right.
That'll show them. Don't show up. So stay in the house until the Olympics is over, until they get the fuck out.
Yeah. And also, they are doing a Titanic replica in China. For those who wondered what it would be like to be a passenger in the Titanic, a theme park in China is said to offer the closest experience.
If I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it.
I can't. All right. So in China, they are also. China. I shouldn't laugh. This isn't fun. In China's cross-country race, they had a cross-country race. 21 dead.
Now you got me laughing before you even finish. Wait, this isn't funny. I shouldn't laugh. That just made me laugh.
This isn't funny, but they're doing a lot over there. They had a cross-country race in extreme weather, and 21 died. 21 people died. 21 people running a mountain marathon have died after hail, freezing rain, gale winds hit the high altitude race.
I shouldn't laugh. But I just pictured them all dropping down like flies one at a time. Like a domino. Running.
And after all night rescue,
people.
That's exactly. It's not to be funny, but I imagine it in a comical Family Guy type situation.
Oh my god, the stupidity of people. Okay, go ahead. Why the fuck?
After an all-night rescue operation in freezing temperature involving more than 700 personnel, rescuers were able to confirm that 151 people were saved.
Hold on. Okay. When you first said that, I pictured these people in the desert or something. Why the fuck are you crying? Why are you running in freezing conditions?
Right. Hail, freezing rain, and gale winds.
I literally thought, I pictured a bunch of people running and dying from heat stroke. Why the fuck are you running in cold ass weather?
In a mountain marathon.
Freezing rain. And hell! Oh my god! This isn't funny, I shouldn't be laughing. But the stupidity of people. Fucking hell! And you're out there running in it. Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, it was an all-night rescue operation in freezing temperature with 700 personnel. They were able to confirm that 151 people were safe out of the total of 172 participants. The runners suffered from physical discomfort and sudden drop in temperature.
You think?
No shit. And they were running on extremely narrow mountain path at an altitude reaching 2,000 to 3,000 meters. And meters translated for us who's not on
When it
that
started
system.
raining, why did you turn back? When it started raining, why didn't they turn back? Not one of them said, oh shit, it's kind of cold and this hail is hard. Let me turn back around.
Yeah, the weather had caught them off guard.
Again, when it started raining.
The runners were not dressed for winter-like conditions. You're running a mountaintop at a high altitude, over 9,000 feet.
They thought it was going to be 90 degrees.
Many was wearing short sleeves tops.
They thought it was going to be 90 degrees. They thought they were going to be running in 90-degree weather.
But you're running a mountaintop with high altitudes in China. Those are generally cold, right?
I'm still trying to figure out why these people didn't turn around the minute it started raining. Okay.
Like, some of the runners realized something was, like, the weather wasn't changing, so they decided to turn back. But these aren't rookies. These are, like, experienced runners.
Even if you're a rookie, if it starts raining and the winds pick up, you turn around and go home. If the sun comes back out, oh well, you might have wasted your time going back home, but at least you didn't die.
Yeah, and some people had fallen off deep into the mountain crevices.
Because the wind blew their asses off.
This was just, it was just unnecessary.
How do you not notice it's getting too windy?
Yeah, that was just unnecessary. Terrible. Terrible.
What else we have?
All right. Amazon shuts down construction site after a 7th noose was found.
A 7th what?
Noose. In Connecticut, Amazon temporarily shut down a new warehouse construction site in Connecticut after a 7th noose was found hanging over a beam. A series of incidents had been occurring that are potential hate crimes. And I'm wondering who got up there to put that up there.
You gotta figure out a better way to tell these stories. And like, that made no sense. After a 7th noose was like we heard of the first 6 times. Like, what?
I'm just literally reading the article, like, right. I'm like, I never heard any.
You didn't have to say it like that. You could have explained it first and then read the article. You could have said, so a noose was found. This is the 7th time. Let me read you the article. That would have made more sense. Like, the 7th noose was found. Huh? What?
You bring this up with the article writer. Literally, the article headline, Amazon shuts down construction site after 7th noose was found.
I understand that, but you could have said, have you heard about these nooses that was being found on Amazon at a construction site? Or just phrase it better and then say, let me read you the article, and then read the article as it's written.
Noted.
You just read the article. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever because there's no context, especially when we never heard of anything like this before. That's why I was like, what? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was hearing wrong. I thought you were saying 7 noose at first. I knew I heard 7, but I thought I just misheard. What? Then I thought you said, and then it says like 7. And she said moose? What? Like the moose keep walking onto the property? Oh, that was very confusing.
Yes, I was confused by the article in general because it doesn't go in detail about the other occurrences. They're explaining that another one was found Wednesday at the site, 10 meters north of Hartford, Connecticut, and it's promoting intensified law enforcement to investigate. And the NAACP, why did they pronounce it like that? NAACP, I guess it's easier. NAACP, anyway. So they're pressuring them to look deeper into it.
I'm sorry, I zoned out, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So I'm like,
you said why did they say double AACP?
yeah,
Or
why do they say NAACP instead of
because
NAACP?
because NAA is awkward to say. That's the only reason why. And
Yeah,
double A,
yeah.
see, then double A rolls off the tongue instead of saying
Right.
NAAC.
It makes it sound cooler.
No, it's not even the way it sounds. It's just the pronunciation of it all. Like say NAAC, and then say NAAC. It's a less strain on your tongue.
That makes sense. So they have a reward for.
You didn't even say either one.
Yeah, NAACP sounds cooler.
No, I said say. I just said say it. Say N. I said say NAAC, and then say NAAC, and you didn't say. You just said yeah. I guess that's true. You didn't even try it out.
NAACP.
Never mind. Anyway, next.
But yeah,
I was too busy. Anyway, I was zoning out because I was too busy thinking in my head. These fucking kids don't know how to write goddamn news articles anymore.
You're so funny.
They're
and
so used to writing.
not...
They're so used to writing fucking shorthand that they write everything shorthand, so you don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's a good way for this article, and I wish they went into detail because they're saying that's not the only construction site that these things happen.
Yeah, everything is shorthand now. It's like, what?
I'm like, really? I want to know more. But...
Like, give the full information. Fuck. I hate these new reporters. They fucking don't know how to write anymore. Most of them. It's like, every time you see a news article you're trying to read, and it's like all in shorthand. It's like, what does that mean?
I guess they're trying to appeal to the young masses.
That's why there's so much misinformation in the world, because no one explains anything anymore, because they're fucking writing in shorthand. What's the next article?
Well, as things are opening back up, that includes leisure activities such as going to the strip club. Strippers are back on the job, but COVID restrictions are hurting the strippers' pay. I didn't think about that. Like, oh, what about the strippers? How are they doing during the pandemic?
Not once did you think about that the entire pandemic.
Nope.
But yet, you see two zombies looking at each other, and the first thing you think about is sex. You have problems.
I just thought everything was closed. I'm like, oh yeah, what about the strip clubs, man?
Yeah, well, most of them filed for unemployment, which they got.
Yeah. Hey, how does that go? Because, a lot of strippers some of them make a lot of money a night.
Like, well, they just got the $600 a month. I mean, $600 a week, like everybody else did.
So, yes, you can attend many a strip club, but, there's restrictions, limited amount of people, of course. And the strippers have to wear masks while they're dancing on the pole, which I find kind of funny, imagine.
Well, they were already doing that anyway.
Like, I can understand if you're, dressed in a nurse's outfit. I'm just imagining when you're twerking on the pole, you gotta keep your mask out.
Yeah, they were already doing that anyway at private parties and stuff. The ones who could get private parties. They were already wearing masks. And had sanitizers on.
That's interesting. But they wear a lot of makeup and stuff. That really sucks. But yeah, most of them are sitting around in the club just waiting for people to come in, and they're not even making.
Yeah, they're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Right. That sucks.
I don't mean years, but I don't think it's going to be people really going to be wanting to go in there until around September.
It's just that I just never imagined that what it would be like for them.
Because, the strip clubs, they're closed, confined areas with no windows. People are going to be kind of weary. I think it's going to be like September. They'll be in full bloom, but until then, it's going to be slow.
Right, and then a lot of them resorted to going on paid dates with sugar daddies.
Maybe August.
Yeah, we'll see. Doing
But
OnlyFans and
September.
stuff. Like, man, that sucks.
The OnlyFans has been good for them.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'm actually curious to see how that industry does. All right. So speaking of sugar daddies, it's terrible speaking of sugar daddies because it's actually a creepy situation. Do you remember Kevin Spacey's sexual misconduct?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, and that he was cut from like any film or show he was in.
Yeah, he was
like,
blacklisted.
Back to working.
So how did those charges pan out?
Let's see if they even set that up.
Because I never got a resolution to that.
No, never. You know, like it kind of got brushed aside because that sexual misconduct was back in 20s.
Well, it didn't get brushed aside. That's when everything started blowing up. That was when Harvey Weinstein got caught, and well, that took priority because he took advantage of a lot of women.
Yeah, but like in a sense, like we kind of like we never got the media didn't really cover what happened, the end game for Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, because they hooked on the Weinstein.
Yeah, so like it got brushed aside.
Yeah, well, it didn't get swept under the rug. It just kind of got forgotten about because there was a bigger predator out there. So I don't even know if he was guilty or what the the resolution for that was.
He apologized. I remember that he admitted to what he did and apologized.
Oh, okay. I do. All right. So yeah, do I remember that?
He is confirmed to star in his first film since being accused of sexual misconduct back in 2017. He will play a detective in an upcoming Italian movie. He's blacklisted in the U.S., but internationally, he still is finding work. And the director of the film was like, I cast him because he's a great actor.
He is a great actor.
Yeah, he is a great actor. And the producer believes that it's false, the accusations, even though Spacey admitted to it. So, okay. No one will see this movie, likely. Well, I don't know.
It depends on what it is.
There were a lot of Kevin Spacey fans.
It depends on what it is. Listen, if you're not going to see a movie because someone's a fucking horrible human being, you might as well not go out and watch any movies. Because 90% of celebrities are horrible human beings.
Right. That's really true. And here.
You know.
I knew it was like a half-assed apology. So here's what he said, right? You know, it's like one of those half-assed apologies. I honestly do not remember the encounter. It would have been over 30 years ago. I
do remember this. Okay, yeah, I do remember. Go ahead.
Yes, but if I did behave as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior. I am sorry for the feelings he described having carried with him all this year.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember hearing that.
Yeah.
It was what took place after that. I didn't hear anything about. Because he was accused of being drunk at the time, right?
Yeah, drunken to underage. Was it 17-year-old boy?
I don't know the age.
I think he was 17 at the time, and because I wondered how did that kid get into wherever Kevin Spacey was. I always wondered that, but kids sneak into stuff.
Well, 17 isn't really a kid. That's why I'm like, how could he get into it? 17 isn't really a kid.
Yeah, but you can't get into a lot of things unless you're 18 and above.
No, it works on state to state. As I said, 17 isn't really a kid.
I just swear it happened in New York, but I'm not sure actually. I thought it happened in New York.
That sounds like 17 isn't really a kid. It wasn't like a 14-year-old. That's why I was like, but I don't remember the age though. But I'm like, see, for 17, that's not really a kid. Yeah, you go by state to state. It's not federal age thing. Here in New York, you tried as an adult at 16. Now,
right? But they won't let you into an establishment with liquor unless you're 18 and above.
As I say, state to state. Laws are different.
And finally, So, do you remember the beginning of the YouTube age?
Yeah, it was
Simple.
2009, I think.
I think so. Do you remember? Well, now it's a classic YouTube video. The video "Charlie Bit My Finger."
No.
You don't remember "Charlie Bit My Finger"? Charlie bit my finger.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember that. I
With
remember the little baby. Yeah,
yeah,
and that was the little English girl.
Yes, like that was like one of the YouTube.
Kept sticking her finger in his mouth.
It was actually a little boy, but then people reenacted it, kept reenacting it.
Oh right, it was two boys. They were blonde.
So the YouTube video "Charlie Bit My Finger," one of the most used videos in the website's history, was auctioned off as a non-fungible token, or NFT. I have no idea what the heck that is. On Sunday for a stunning.
On what? From what? Say it again.
A non-fungible token, or NFT. I don't know what the heck that is.
Oh, that's that new. It's a new currency. Yeah, it's brand new. It's just started. It's kind of like it's digital currency.
Oh, so it's like Bitcoin?
Yeah, sort of.
That's interesting.
I think it's a little different. I think it has more to do with like artistry. But yeah, it's online currency. It's new.
That's interesting. It was sold.
WWE had that up there too.
Really?
We was watching one of the pay-per-views and they were doing a commercial for, I forgot what it was they were selling. But it wasn't like their normal t-shirt commercial. It's a form of online currency. How much did it go for?
For over $760,000.
Wait, what were we talking about again?
That the video Charlie.
Right, Charlie bit my finger. Yeah.
It was auctioned off in a heated bidding war. I didn't know you could sell YouTube videos, and then so it will be permanently deleted off of YouTube.
Yeah. See, it's an artistry thing. What it is, how do I explain this? Because I actually watched a video because I wanted to know the same thing, and I watched a video for it. It makes it so that your digital imagery is solely unique. So let's say I draw a picture and I put it on there. That's the only place you can see that picture. It can't be put anywhere else. That's what the NFT thing does. That's why they had to take it off of YouTube. So now the only place, any place you can see that is on that particular area.
Oh, so it's like exclusive.
Yeah.
Like a gallery, like if it was like
yes, that's what it says. It's like a digital gallery. Yes, that's the best way to put it. Yes, it's a digital gallery.
I did not know you could do that. I did not know that. So, like, I wonder who got the money. Like, is it Charlie and his brother?
I don't know. I didn't look that far into the video. I just wanted to know what it was.
Oh wow!
And then when I saw it was like it's specifically an art thing, I'm like, oh okay. But yeah, it is interesting. I guess you can put all types of art up there.
I think that's really interesting, and yeah, we're going into the new wave of art of the future and currency of the future.
Yeah, I think that's the NFT. I'm almost positive that I'm talking about the right thing.
It sounds like you are.
Yeah, because there's so many out there. Sometimes you get confused. With you got Bitcoin, you got Dosh, you got the NFT. But yeah, it's a digital art gallery type thing. That's the best way to describe it.
That's interesting. That is it for the news this week.
All right. Yeah, I was just thinking in my head when I stopped. I don't know how the business aspects of it works, though. Just know what it is. That's it.
I'm curious because that's really interesting. I'm like, how is this going to be like a new general wave of like online videos, like videos we once loved, like we have to watch it exclusively, or maybe even pay admission somewhere online to see it, you know?
Probably not, because if you're going to do that, it's going to be like for something like that, something that's has a shitload of views.
Is it terrible? The other video that I never watched it, but I know a lot of people did. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Wasn't that on YouTube?
No, that wasn't on YouTube.
Oh, because I'm like, for the amount of people that watched it, I'm like, why
would that be on YouTube?
I don't know. I've never seen the video, but I know a lot of people watch that video.
No, that's pornography. Why would that be on YouTube? That's the one they never let on there.
Yeah, I remember like kids were watching that stuff. Like,
I remember back in the day, though, people used to sneak pornography on YouTube, but yeah, that was the one that
right. Yes,
that was the one that never made it up there.
I remember back in the day they used to do that.
Yeah, they used to sneak it on there.
Just let me just slip this video in here.
Like, oh, you can put it on private or adult or whatever.
Right, they had like an adult content one.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
I guess not.
So yeah, they had to switch that up. Now they double check for pornography these days. Wait, how did we get on that again? Because it was a point I was making.
Oh.
We're talking about the thing. Yeah, like that one. Like that had like so. Like if you get like, I guess what's the highest plaque you can get now? It'd be something that was like a YouTuber got like. I think they have a platinum pack that they send you.
Yeah, they do.
Platinum. So yeah, it would have to be a video that got somebody a platinum. That would be worth it. But other than that, it would just end up being another YouTube site, and people's gonna be like, "Well, what the hell I'm going to go over there for when it's just a bunch of random videos like on YouTube." So yeah, it would have to be something. It would have to be something that would be at that level when they send you the platinum plaque. If you get a video like that, then yeah, that would be up there. So it'll have to be on YouTube first. It'd have to get that many views, and then it would go on there as valuable art.
Makes sense. All right.
Although a bunch of people are going to try it. It's going to be like, yeah, we don't want that. So that's basically what happened. People bought that video. Yeah, went to that family, bought that video from that family, and that was exclusively theirs as art. Not bad, not bad.
Fascinating.
All right. So, thanks for being with us today, tonight, this morning, whatever the hell you're listening to us. You can follow me at Don Perignon 77 on Twitch and Twitter. You can follow the show on YouTube at Cinemastrophe'S, Cinemastrophe'S. If you're listening on YouTube, you really need to start listening to the podcast because you missed another interesting bit that was done. Again, sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. It's a surprise whether they're going to be there or not. You can follow us at Cinemastrophe'S on Facebook. You can email us at donperignon_77 at yahoo.com. And did I say Twitch? Yeah, I said Twitch. I guess that's it.
It's like a grumbling, angry tummy.
I guess that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something because I always forget one thing, and then when we finish, I'm like,
I do feel like you're forgetting something.
And I'm like, oh damn, I forgot to say that one too. God damn it! I always feel like I'm leaving something out. Oh well, whatever. Good night, everybody. Say good night, Robin.
Good night, good morning, good afternoon, buenas noches, whichever works for you.
Until next time, good night, everybody.
Get to the chopper!